Don't waste your time, bro. I've seen so many people who, let's say you're scrolling and you're just mindlessly just doing that, and you're not even getting anything done. You're not getting, let's say you have homework to get done, you have to go to the gym, you're not getting that stuff done. And it's like, dude, where do you want to go in life? Like, where do you want to be? Where do you want to get? And it's like people just freaking, they just ignore that, and they'll do something like that. They'll scroll, they'll watch a TV show, they'll spend a whole bunch of time watching a football game. But like, why don't you have a dream? Do you even like look at your dreams, what you want to do? And it's like people will, they'll be like, oh, have you seen what's going on, with the new football player, or like the new celebrity or whatever? And those people never end up achieving what they want because they freaking always talk about what other people are doing, not what they're doing. And the people who talk about what other people are doing are just frankly not like, they're just not focused. They're not actually grinding because they're like, oh, let's just go gossip about this other person and the cool stuff they're doing. Like, why don't you want to do something cool for yourself? Why don't you want to uh, build a YouTube channel? Why don't you want to go to the gym and go get jacked? Why don't you want to do these things? And it's like people just, for some reason, like there's so many people who do this. This is like a huge sum of people. Like, you wouldn't believe it. I'm sure at least one of the people all of you guys have watching have met has been like this. Just at least one of the people you've met in your life, because and it's so bad because this type of mindset, it's like people never get anywhere because all they're ever doing, they're sitting around watching freaking, again, this is just an example, watching YouTube shorts. And of course, there's a difference if you have like a very good, For You page where it's like motivational stuff, right? But at the same time, it prevents you from taking action. And even if you do have a whole bunch of good stuff, your For You page is only important stuff. Uh, I don't think it's going to, if you just keep on doing that and you don't actually go take action, then it's like, okay, well, now you're not even, you're not even going out and achieving what you want to achieve. You're just watching other people go out and achieve what they want to achieve. So what's the point of doing that? It's just, there is no point. It's just a waste of time. And so, uh, again, a lot of people neglect doing things. They neglect taking action. If you take action, if you're all huddle up, you're like, oh, I'm so scared. What if this happens? What if that happens? Well, why don't you just go out and figure out what's gonna happen? Because if you just sit around and think about it for so long, it's so much less productive than just doing it. You can think about something, and this is a quote that I got from a video I watched. You can think about something for 20 hours, but if you could think about doing something for 20 hours, but if you do that thing for 20 minutes, that is by far the more productive option, because it's procrastination. It's such a terrible use of your time. And so overall, I mean, what I want you guys to get from this video is that, like, you need to use your time well. Like, if you're living this life and you're like, oh, you know, just like I just want to do, like, I want to achieve stuff, right? Like, I really want to achieve stuff. Well, are you really about it? Do you really want to achieve your goals? Let's say you want to be a football player. You want to be in the NFL, right? Well, what do you think it takes to achieve those goals? What do you think it takes, right? Because if you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna, skip it today and I'll be fine. Like, no, you're not gonna be fine. The person who didn't skip it that day is already gonna be better than you just by that one day. They might be slightly better than you, but they're still better than you. So I don't think it's going to change the fact that doing that they're doing better than you. They're still doing better than you. It might not be by a large sum, but then you skip another day, and then they're gonna be even better than you, and then they're just gonna skip another day, and then they're gonna be even more better than you, and it's gonna go on and on and on. And then it's a procrastination thing too as well, because if the person gets it done first thing in the morning versus you getting it done late at night, the person's also going to be ahead of you because they're actually getting up and going after what they want, unlike you. And I'm not saying that going to the gym, of course there's early birds and there's nighttime owls, right? But I that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about procrastinating, because if you keep on waiting and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna wait and not do this thing, I'm not gonna go do this, I'm just gonna think about doing it, and it's like, oh, what if this happens? What if this happens? If you keep on doing that, you're just giving yourself more and more time to make up excuses not to do it. Do you want to make something interesting happen in, like in your life, or just in whatever you're doing in school? It could be anything. Well, yeah, you probably do, but it takes taking action on something. You can't sit down and do nothing about it. It doesn't work that way. You can't do that, because you're not actually going to achieve anything. So you have to take action. So overall, just a motivational talk today. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my next video. I I'm probably going to do another short. I'm getting better at editing and stuff, so I've been enjoying them. I feel like I am good at editing the shorts and stuff, and I enjoy editing the shorts, and it's easier because of course it's a lower sum of time. But other than that, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.